Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Grue Room. And for the Grue Room today, we got a very great guest, and his name is Alex Sampson. Alex is a wonderful, wonderful singer, songwriter. Like his voice is incredible. He's one of my new artists that I absolutely love listening to. And I'm really looking forward to having him on the show today. And he has a new song out, Magnet, and I'm really looking forward to talking to him about it. So I am Rocco Cross. I am the host of Stutters. I am the host of the Grue Room, and my interview with Alex is up next. Okay, welcome to Grue, and thank you so much for taking time out of your day and coming on the show. Like, this is great.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, no, I love doing this stuff. It's fun. I'm gonna shut my door so it's not loud. Hang on.
It's all right, no problem.
There we go.
Okay. The first thing I want to do is say, when did your love for like songs start? Your love for doing music?
I think my love for music in general, it started when I was very young. My dad, he would always be blasting stuff throughout the house, and I think it started with that. And I've always been like a music fan. I mean, the people around me where I live usually they tend to listen to one genre, and then
Okay.
if anyone else listens to something different, they're like, what the heck, you're weird. But I guess like the performance side of it would probably be because I did my first ever, like, because the story, I haven't told anyone the story before. I think it's kind of funny. So I broke my arms when I was like 11 years old, whatever, playing.
God.
The day before I broke it, I like signed up for my school's talent show, and this was in like 5th grade, right? So I signed up for it, and I come home and I have like the paper in my hand. I'm like, yeah, I guess who just signed up for the talent show? Woo! And the next day I broke my arms. I'm like, shit.
Oh my God, that's horrible.
I know, it was horrible. I was like, I can't go in the talent show. And so then like the next time it came around, I went in and I sang like a song by Owl City. It was called Gold. And I just like, it was great. I loved the feeling. And, the only performances I've ever done were just performances like at my school and other stuff. I mean, I've never actually sang live with one of my songs, which I'm a bit bummed about, but soon I have a few stuff planned coming up where I'm going to be doing live shows. So I'm excited about that.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's kind of where it started, I guess you could say.
Nice, man. And like, who were some people you love listening to? Like,
some people I love listening to. I mean, at the moment, I'm really like digging Ed Sheeran's new song, Visiting Hours. I don't know if you've heard that song. I love that song. Yeah, he played it live like 4 months ago or whatever, and I loved it. And it's out now. His album's coming out. I love listening to Ed Sheeran. Why Don't We? Recently been listening to Jaden a lot. He's great. Jeremy Zucker, Harry Styles. Just I love like the main pop area, and then I also love some rap. Like NF. I listen to a lot of NF. He's great. But the music that I listen to reflects the music that I make. I know it the other way around. The music I make reflects the music I listen to a lot. Like if I like a song and I really like a song, I like write it down and be like, I want to make a song like this. And then I'll go in a writing session with whoever I'm writing a song with. I'll be like, here's what I was feeling. Here's my idea. And then we'll just write a song like that song.
Nice.
Yeah.
And where do you live at? Like you live in Canada, right? Like which?
Yeah, right now I currently live in Canada still. Been born here and raised for my 17 years. I live in Northwestern Ontario.
Okay.
Yeah, I live about like a day's drive from Toronto, which is crazy. I'm in the middle of nowhere. You ever hear Thunder Bay, Canada?
No, I can't ever did hear that.
So Thunder Bay is like the murder capital of Canada. Weirdly.
Oh my God, are you serious?
I live like 2 hours away from there.
Oh.
And that's like the city. So pretty much, and where I live, there's not a movie theater. We don't have a Walmart. We don't have a McDonald's. So if you want to get anything, you have to drive to the city, which is 2 hours away. It's really not that bad because I like going on car rides and playing music and stuff, but it's kind of sucks because there used to be a movie theater and so much other stuff here. But then, a lot of people moved away from the town, and we used to have a bowling alley and all this stuff.
Oh wow.
And I saw one movie in the movie theater, and it was like Kung Fu Panda when I was like 8, but
Yeah.
it was cool. Yeah.
Damn, okay. And what was like the first live show you ever went and saw?
Oh, the first live show I ever went. It was a band called Headley. And it was, I can't remember when it was. I think it was 2017. I think it was
Okay.
it was 2017 or 2018. And the band is like a Canadian band. They're not really around anymore. They kind of went through like this scandal or whatever, and some guy got arrested. I didn't really pay attention to it. I was just like listening to the music because I like the music, whatever. And me and my friend Richie, we were going to the show, and it was in Thunder Bay, and they were coming. It was 2 hours away from us, and I was like, yeah, we're going to that. And so whatever, we go there, and there's like people outside like protesting, and we're like, oh shit, like, are we gonna get jumped? But no, it was a great concert. But then I went to my second. I've been to 2 concerts ever, and the second one was a band called Mariana's Trench. They're still around. They're amazing. I met them. Great guys. Same Canadian band. They're really amazing. Anybody who doesn't know who they are should definitely check them out. You're missing out. But their concert was amazing. I had the meet and greet pass, asked them a few questions. It was really sweet. I haven't been to one since, obviously for reasons.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, but it's starting to open up now. Lollapalooza was the other day in Chicago. There's so much stuff going on now, which I'm excited about. So hopefully I get to be part of one of those little events.
Nice. And is there anyone you would love to do a song with? Because I see you've done songs with certain artists, and is there any artists like you would love to do one with?
Yeah, no, I think about that all the time. I've always been a huge fan of Owl City ever since I was little. Like the person he is and the music he makes, I just love that. So I think that's on the bucket list. I did a Christmas song with Indiana. I would love to make a song with her again, but not a Christmas song this time. I just want to do a song, but like Tate McRae, a Bieber collab would definitely be on the list. And I think those are just a few of my list of people that I'm hopefully gonna get to one day. But yeah, I know.
Sweet. And out of all the songs you've done, which song do you think is the song that blew you up?
I like that question. I think so weirdly, I started on TikTok, and I only ever sang on there, and it got me where I am. And when the whole TikTok ban thing was gonna happen, I was kind of like, okay, cool, whatever. I don't really care. But if you told me 2 years ago TikTok was gonna get banned, I would have been like, shit. But it's a stepping stone for me, and it's gotten me where I am for at this point. I do it because it's fun. But I used to kind of look at it as okay, I need to post every single day or else I'm not going to do anything. And now that I'm where I am, it's still a little bit stressful because sometimes I still have that mindset where I need to, but I know in the back of my head I don't. But weirdly, my biggest TikTok video is one for my first single, Stay Here. It has 5 million views on TikTok or something. It has 1.5 million likes. And it was weird because I went to school that day, and my teacher decided to play it in the classroom, whatever. And so I just pulled up my phone and I recorded it, and I posted it after school and whatever. And I'm expecting the video to maybe get 10,000 whatever in 24 hours, and just be pretty something small. So anyway, I post that video when I get home, and my dad comes to my room an hour later, and I'm hanging out with my friends, and he goes, have you looked at your TikTok recently? And I was like, no, why? And he goes, well, you should. And and I'm I used to be in this mindset where I was like, I don't want to look at what it is, how it's doing, because if I look at how it's doing and I'm not happy with it, I'll delete it. Because TikTok has a thing where after a few days or two, it'll pick up, and then whatever. And if I look at it in the first hour or two and it's doing not what I want it to, I'll delete it. And so I was like, Dad, do not tell me what it's doing. And he was like, no, it's great. And then I woke up the next day, and the TikTok video was at 600,000 in under a day. And I was like, what the hell is going on? But the night of, the people from LA called me, and they were like, hey, what are you hoping for the video to get tomorrow? And I was like, oh, I don't know, maybe 10,000. And they're like, you might want to rethink that. So I checked, and the video on YouTube was at 20,000. It's at 2 million now. It just hit 2 million on YouTube. But
nice.
The weird thing is, then my second single came out in December, a month after. And, I'm thinking in my head, holy crap, if I don't get, because meanwhile, Stay Here is sitting at 600,000, whatever. And I'm thinking in my head, like, if I don't get a TikTok, is it going to do shit again? You know, like, is it going to like not compare? So I got a TikTok for it, but it didn't go nearly as big as the first one for Stay Here. And I was like, okay, whatever. But that song, like, whoa, it's going up like 100,000 weekly. I don't know why on YouTube, but it's at like almost 8 million now.
Oh my God.
That's my biggest one. But yeah, that song and Play Pretend are my like main ones I think people go to. Like if I was to recommend somebody like a song of mine to listen to for the first time, it would probably be Play Pretend. But yeah, no, All That We Could Have Been is probably my biggest one.
Oh, okay. Wow, no, okay. But like when you knew you started getting big, like when was the first time a fan like ever saw you, like either in the street or supermarket?
I have many stories about that. I don't get recognized that often. It's like when I go to the city now, I have to like not know I'm gonna get recognized, but I have to be prepared too. Like I have to like look decent enough because there's a good chance it will happen. But the first time it ever happened, where was I? This isn't the first time, but I'll tell you a funny story. So I was going to the city, and this is like last August, whatever. And I'm going to see a movie, and I walk in, and they're like these group of like teenage girls are walking out, whatever. And I'm walking in, I'm kind of looking at them like, do not look at me, whatever, you know. And then so I'm walking in, and I go to buy my ticket, and out of my corner of my eye, they're walking back in. And I was like, okay, well, why would you walk back into the movie theater if you just walked out? Mm-hmm. So anyway, I'm like getting my ticket. One of them starts walking over to me, and I'm like, so she goes, hi, are you Alex Sampson? And I look at her, I go, no. And then she like starts walking away, and I'm like, no, come back, it's me. And then we talked for a little bit, and we took a selfie, and it was funny. But yeah, no, everybody that's ever come up to me, they've been really sweet. And, you know, I can't wait to, because for the first couple of shows, obviously I'm not expecting like 20,000 people. Whether there's just like a few hundred or like whoever comes, I want to stay afterwards and see if I can meet a lot of whoever came. I want to meet as many as I can.
Yeah, of course.
Because, you know, without the fans, then you would have nothing. You know, like all these artists nowadays, they'll like push people aside if they try and meet them. And it's just like, bro, if they weren't there, you wouldn't have what you have. And it's like at this, like for me, I don't think I'll ever get to a point where I will like hate being recognized. Maybe if I'm eating, then get away from me. Exactly. But other than that, like I think I'm totally gonna be cool with someone coming up to me. Like I think it's great.
Yeah, no, you know, like you were saying there, me, I'm a big fan of like the WWE and wrestling and stuff like that. And I was eating somewhere, and this big wrestler from WWE came in, and I was like, oh my god. And then I was with my dad, and my dad's like, sit down, make him eat. After he's done dinner, go up and say hi. And then that's what I did after he got done.
Yeah,
eating. I went
like
up and
you should like let them eat, let them do it. Like for example, Niall Horan, you know, he was on a plane, and you know he was sleeping, and then a fan like took a picture of him, and she was like, oh my gosh, I just met Niall Horan on a plane, and she tweeted it, and it blew up, and he was like, he like retweeted it, and he was like, what the hell? Like let me be awake, like come on. It's creepy.
I know, that really is.
I know.
But when you make videos on the TikTok, like what video do you have like the most fun with? Because when people are doing videos on there, they're always having a blast or dancing or something.
I think the videos I have the most fun with are the ones where I have, you know, my parents in it. And it always just ends up really funny. And for some reason, pretty much all the videos I have with my parents in them do so well. But like TikTok is honestly, it's great, but it's so like inconsistent. You know, it's like it's the social media app where unless you have 100 million followers or your video goes on the For You page, you're not going to get any likes. It's like pretty much, it's so discouraging sometimes because, you know, you'll work so hard on a video and, you know, people are like, oh, it's just a TikTok. But, you know, sometimes, you know, for example, my friend Jordy, she will make a TikTok and she'll spend like maybe like 6 hours making just one, and she'll post it and it won't do anything. And, you know, that's frustrating. You spent half the day working on something and then it just doesn't do anything. But then the next day you'll make like something that takes 10 seconds, post it, and it'll blow up. And it's just like, what the hell? Like I post, like sometimes I'll post about like a new song coming out and it'll do whatever. And then the next day I'll post and I'll be like, my dog farted. And then it'll get like 200,000 views. And it'll be like, why? It's just like, at this point, I'm just trying to like not be upset over it because it is stupid. But it's like so frustrating sometimes, it's like you work so hard on something and then you want it to do so good and then it doesn't do that. But then you just do something for the hell of it and then it just blows up. It's
and then it
so
blows
stupid,
up, right?
It's so dumb. It makes no sense.
I know you're right.
Yeah, no, it's stupid. And then I have to get in that mindset like I don't need it anymore, but it's still like frustrating as shit. And I'm like, But yeah, no. I think the videos I have the most fun with are the ones with my parents.
And like when you're traveling on the road to do shows and stuff, like what's a must have? Like what do you always need with you when you're traveling?
When I'm traveling, well, I haven't done any shows yet, but I can tell you what I'm gonna need. I'm definitely, because I've seen so many videos of like, why don't we tour bus? 5 Seconds of Summer's tour bus, Justin Bieber's must needs on his tour bus or whatever. And it's like, I feel like all I'm really gonna need on a tour bus is a bed, a TV, and like my phone and Netflix. And like other than that, I feel like I'll be fine. Maybe a room where I can like play piano and write a song, but I don't think, hell, I might change my mind when I get there, but I don't think I'm really gonna need that much. Maybe like a Nintendo Switch or something, but I don't really need that much. Like you have all these people who are like, yeah, my lucky comb, my hair gel. And it's like, bro, those are like obvious. Clearly I'm gonna have the hair gel, I'm gonna have my shower, but it's like,
right.
I'm not gonna need that much. I'm gonna need obviously my phone, maybe video games and Netflix, and I'll be fine.
All right, there you go.
Yeah.
And how did you come up with writing for the brand new song you have out, Magnet? Like how did you think it up and write it out and everything?
Ooh. Okay, so Magnet came about very strangely actually, because I'm when I tend to write songs, I'll go into like a writing session, I'll be like, hey guys, here's the song I was feeling, like here's my idea, I had this melody, whatever. But in the case of in the case of Magnet, it was my last day in LA, and this was like February 2020, so this is before COVID and everything, before it really got like out of hand. And they were trying to find something for me to do because it was the last day we were there and we had nothing planned. So this guy, on my team, he like reaches out to this producer he knows, whatever, and he sent a few beats over. I'm like, do you have anything like more pop-ish, whatever? And so he sends over like 5 beats, and I chose one beat. He was like, well, okay, we'll choose 2 more. And I was like, but I don't like any other one. And the beat I chose wasn't even Magnet, by the way. It was some other beat. And so he was like, just choose 2 more. So I chose 2, whatever. I don't even know if I chose the beat for Magnet. But anyway, so it's like that night, and I'm supposed to be flying out at like 4 a.m. So I really had no time to sleep or whatever. So it was a late night session. So I get there, and I'm like, I walk into the place, and like from the other room, I just hear like, I'm like, what the hell is going on in there? So I walk in there, and they're like, yo, Alex, what's up? We got this song for you. And they play me like what they have. And I was like, oh, that's great. And I was like not feeling it at all originally.
Oh, no.
I was like, what is this? But I finished it, and if you listen to the song, it kind of sounds, I don't want to say swag, but like the way I sing it kind of sounds like because I was not into it at all. I literally was not into it. But anyway, we cut it and I left. I finished writing it with them, and I get back home and I get a cut of it, and I'm like, you know what, this is actually really good. And the song just continued to grow on me from so on and so on and so on. But sometimes it's the songs that you like the least that are the ones that become your biggest hits. Like Justin Bieber, he hates his song. Like, no, not Justin Bieber. Harry Styles hated Watermelon Sugar for like,
really?
He hated it. He hated it when he wrote it. For like 8 months, he hated it, and then he put it out, and boom, it's his biggest hit.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, Magnet came about so weirdly.
Wow.
Yeah.
And like, how was it like filming the music video for the song?
Ooh, the video was so fun to film. It was
looks a lot of fun.
It was probably my favorite video to film. I have a behind the scenes video coming out Monday on my YouTube channel, and hopefully we get to talk with Ellie because it was hilarious. He's great. Every scene he'd be like, that was amazing. Yeah, that was great. He just like hyped me up. He's great. I can't wait. I definitely want to do way more videos with him, but because they were like, all right, Alex, we need you to get here at like 4:45. And I was like, all right. So I get there and it's 4:46. I remember I got there a minute late and I'm like stressing out. I'm like, holy shit, they're going to hate me. I like missed my call time. And then I get in and they're like, hey, Alex, what's up? Blah. And then I'm sitting there for like 20 minutes and I'm like, in my head, I'm like, what am I doing here? And like, they haven't done anything, right? And I walk up and I'm like, hey, like, when am I supposed to be shooting? And they were like, oh, you're not shooting until 6:30. And I was like, then why am I here? And I was like,
do you have a job?
No, but I'm doing an interview.
Oh, well, I love it.
I love you too. Anyway, but I was like, then what am I doing if I'm not? They were like, oh, just whatever. And then I got hair and makeup. It's not like hair and makeup takes 10 years. It's like, then I'm done in like 10 minutes, not even. And I just sat there and it was, but the video was very fun to film. We had to get this, you'll see in the behind the scenes video, but there was this like, it's like this prototype thing that they strap onto me. Oh, so wow. It would be in the video because there was like a scene where I'm walking up and then the camera flips over to Bailey. And that's like, it was like heavy and it hurt. But the scene came out great. And, I talked to Ellie before we filmed the video. Okay. And I wanted to give him my ideas for the song because when you listen to the song, it kind of just paints out a picture. Like, I was sitting in a diner, blah, blah, blah. And then there's these key moments in the song where she's actually talking like, you dropped your wallet. I'm glad I saw it. Like she said this. And I really wanted her to say that in the video. I wanted the girl to say that. And so when I'm walking up and the camera flips, she says the line. And I think that was really a moment I wanted to do. But yeah, no, the little VFX moments outside with the stars and the moon and shit, that was my favorite part. I loved it. But that whole scene outside was the most awkward thing to film because it was like 2 a.m. when we filmed that. And, there was neighbors there and they were asleep, so we couldn't be louder or else we get like a noise complaint, right? So I had to play it on my phone at like 3 volume and I had to be like dancing around. And it was so embarrassing because everyone was outside looking at me and they were like, it looks great, Alex, just keep doing it. And it was so bad, but it came out great.
Nice.
Yeah, it was great.
And how did you wind up getting the twins to come on board for the song?
So the people I'm signed with, the company I'm signed with, I don't have a record label, not yet, hopefully. So they signed the Martinez twins on like a few months after they got me. And, ever since I wrote Magnet, because it has that like Spanish, whatever vibe. And they were like, why don't you get the twins on it? And, we were trying to get them on. So I was like, all right, whatever. So they hopped on it and they just did their verse and it was great. It was cool. That wasn't really that much of a struggle. Like we didn't have to reach out or anything. Oh, wow, okay. Because I originally I wanted a girl on the song because, it's not really the type of song you sing to a dude. But they made it work. So I'm happy with the way it came out.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you like most about the song and about filming it and stuff?
About the song, there's a part in the song that actually got taken out and it was not a bridge. It was a pre-chorus because it goes straight into the chorus. So she had me drawn in instantly. Can you feel the static? Whatever. And we had like a pre and it was so cool. And I'm hoping if we make an acoustic version, it'll come back in. But it was like, then I heard the sound of an old piano from the speaker above my head. And the room started spinning in circles. And you took my hand and said, can you feel the static? And it was like really cool. So that was my favorite part of the song. It sucks that they cut it out. It kind of just didn't fit. It didn't fit. Or whatever, because there's so many parts. But if we made an acoustic version, the twins probably wouldn't be in it. So we would have more room for it. So yeah. And about the video, my favorite part filming the video would probably be dancing with everybody running around me. I was like because I was with Bailey and it was really funny because I just met Bailey. Bailey's the girl in the video. She's really sweet, whatever. But and they were like, Bailey, like she kept singing the song. She was like, Bailey, don't sing. You can't sing the song. You whatever. And she was like, I'm sorry. It was really funny. And they were like, Bailey, get close. You have to act like you like them. And she looks at me. She goes, well, I can't just twerk on you. And I was like, but it was really funny. But filming the video, definitely that part with dancing with her and everybody around me because it was so loud. Like, and in the behind the scenes video, you'll see the director was like, get closer to Alex. It was like so loud in there, but it was really fun.
And like when people write songs, they have to get into like a certain mind frame or they have to do a certain thing when they write songs. Like how do you come up with songs? Like how do you think the songs are right?
When I go into a song, I don't really, there's like, that's a smart thing to do, go in the mindset of like, that's what you're in the song. Hang on.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
God bless you.
So, I don't really get into that mindset. Like, oh, if I'm writing a song about getting cheated on, I'm like, I just got cheated on. But what I do is like, it's weird because, this is how I do it. I'll be talking to like my best friends or whatever, and they'll say something cool, and I'll be like, that's a song idea. No way. Or they'll tell me about what they're going through, and I'll be like, in my head, that's a song idea. No, write that down. Or I'll be listening to another song, and I'll be like, okay, where would I go with this? And I'll take that melody and I'll go somewhere different with it. I have an unreleased song. It's called Typical. And I wrote that about a girl that I'm talking to. And it was like, because it was really confusing. We're past that stage now. We're fine. But it was like, she was telling me stuff one day and then total opposite the next day. Total opposite. She was like, oh, we can't do this. Oh, wait, yes, we can. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. And I wrote a song. It's pretty much just like, do you want me to stay? Do you want me to go? Like, what do you want from me? And am I really the boy staying in front of a girl? Even get typical. And it's like, it was really cool. And I wrote that about that. I like to write my songs about stuff that happens to me in my life, but sometimes you got to write a song to write a song.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, no, and I'll have an example. Like, for example, Clinton Kane, he just came out with a song called I Guess I'm in Love. And it's just like a slow song, whatever. And I really like that song. So next time I go into a session, I'll be like, hey guys, here's the song I was feeling. Here's my idea. Cause I have like so many song ideas that I know I'm not going to be empty anytime soon. And I have some that are more, more I favor more than others, but I just like making songs about stuff that happens in my life.
Oh wow, nice. And that's funny when you first start talking to a girl or start dating a girl. It's like they want to do one thing and then another thing, and
it's so like, confusing. What? And it's like, what the heck? Because I wrote that song. Because I wrote that. Do you know the band Hot Shell Ray?
Yeah.
So I wrote it with one of them. With one of the members. His name's Nash. He was really sweet. And then a girl named Allison. And I went into his house and they were there, and I was like, yo, it's whatever, we met. And then we started talking, and Hot Shell Ray, you think of like comedic upbeat pop, and that's what I was going into that session thinking. But because I had a whole idea the entire week, because that session came about because I DM'd Hot Shell Ray on Instagram, and I was like, yo, I love you guys, whatever. And they were like, yo, your music's great, let's hop in a session someday. And I was like, whatever. And so I was like, I'm coming to LA. And they were like, oh, no way, let's get in the session, whatever. So I got in with Nash, and I had this idea that I wanted to bring to them because I thought it was perfect for them. The song's called Said No One Ever. I didn't end up writing it with them, but I wrote it with someone else. And the whole thing is love doesn't really hurt, said no one ever. And it's kind of like a comedic song. It came out really well, but that's what I was planning on writing with Hot Shell Ray. But I wrote that song the day before I went with them. And I've been feeling pop punk a lot recently. As I mentioned, I was listening to Jaden, whatever. And so I go into the session with Nash and we're talking about stuff. And we started talking about like pop punk and stuff. And he was like, yo, I love pop punk, because he had like electric guitars on the wall. And I was like, well, actually, I have a few pop punk song ideas. And so Typical, the chorus is like, I'm not trying to change your mind to make you mine if you don't want to be. And it's like, do you want me to stay? Do you want me to go? While you're making it, right, whatever. And so I sang that to him. And the original chorus started with, do you want me to stay? Do you want me to go? And then it goes into the and they loved it. I sang them an idea beforehand. They were kind of but then I sang Typical over it. Okay. And they loved it. And he flipped it. So it starts with the I'm not trying to, and then goes into the do you want me to and he loved it. And the whole Typical line came about because it was originally gonna be called Difficult. It's like, why are you making it so damn difficult? And he was like, what if we did something like, that one movie where it's like, I'm just a girl standing in front of a boy asking him to love her. So he was like, what if we flip that? And it's like, am I really the boy standing in front of the girl? Are you making me so damn typical? So that's how that song came about. And then the bridge, oh my gosh, the bridge is like, I'm trying to leave, but you keep pulling me farther. You tell me to go, then you pull me in close, let me harder. And it's like, the whole song is pretty much like, what do you want from me? Yeah. It's kind of like Justin Bieber's What Do You Mean? But rock. It's like, what the hell do you want from me? You're telling me this. And then like, you're telling me yes when your head's shaking no. Like, right. What do you want from me? And I showed the girl, and she laughed at it. She was like, are you kidding me? You're the difficult one. And I was like, girl, no, I'm not. You are. And it was funny, but no. It's great. It was great.
I see you got 2 guitars hanging up. Do you play?
I'm learning how to play.
Oh wow, nice.
I don't know how to play that well yet, but yes, I'm learning. because I know how to play piano, and I'm just hoping to learn to play guitar sound. So yeah.
Oh man, that's awesome. That's awesome to get like a different thing to play and all. It's good to learn new things.
Yeah.
And like I love listening to your songs. Like you got like a really strong voice, like a really good
Thank
voice. And like how do you train your voice to be like that strong?
Weirdly, I really don't do anything.
Oh,
All these like singers, they have like, I do this, I drink honey, and I do this shit. And I went to like 2 vocal coaches, not 2 vocal. I went to like 2 vocal lessons, and it was with Eric Vitro. He's huge. He does like Shawn Mendes and all these people. I met Lana Del Rey actually at his office when I went there. She was like, "Hi, I'm Lana," and I was like, "Wait a minute," and that was funny. But I've never really had vocal lessons. I taught myself like how to do falsetto. My dad helped me with that. I've never really went to anybody for it. And I was in LA, and they were like, "You shouldn't drink anything cold before you like go into this shit." And I was like, "What do you mean?" As I'm drinking my slushie from Taco Bell. But no, usually what I do is I won't talk, and like maybe for like a little until I go into a recording booth. And if I lose my voice in the recording booth, I'll just give myself 2 minutes and drink water, and then I'll be fine again. But I don't have like city secret technique. It's just, I probably should, honestly, but I don't. So if I lose my voice, I lose my voice.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I saw something that you're a big fan of chicken wings. So do you like hot or mild?
I like really anything, more mild than hot. But yeah, I'm a big chicken fan. I love chicken. Anything chicken is great. I love KFC.
Nice.
I live off of actually, Taco Bell when I'm down in LA.
Nice.
I love Taco Bell. It's so good to me, and I love KFC. And it's just anything chicken I've always been a big fan of. In my bio literally says, singer, songwriter, chicken wing lover.
Chicken wing lover, yeah.
I can't say what it is, but I got reached out recently by a chicken company thing, Chicken Wing, and they want to like sponsor me. And I was like, my dream, I was like 2 into 1. It's like my 2 loves, singing and then chicken.
Singing and chicken.
Yeah.
Do you have a place where you think has the best wings?
Ooh. My dad, he makes pretty fire chicken wings.
All right.
My parents, they make pretty fire chicken wings. There's a place in town. It's called Chips R Us. They make like fried food. Their chicken wings are so good. But I think the best chicken wings I've ever had are at a place either at home or a place called Wacky Wings, which is in Thunder Bay.
That's
I don't know if it's
name.
anywhere else, but they have like amazing chicken wings. They're so good. It's like amazing. I love chicken wings.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, me too. I'm a big
Wingstop actually has really good chicken wings in LA. I don't know if you know what Wingstop is. I love their chicken wings.
Okay. Did you ever hear of wing bowl? It's like a
wing bowl?
Super Bowl for chicken wings. It's held where I live at in Philly, and it started out as like a joke, and then it actually
turned. No, I've never heard of that. That sounds cool though. Are they good?
Yeah, like they bring like a whole line of like fans, and like about probably like 5 or 6 fans, and they come in and they eat chicken wings, and whoever eats the most wings wins the wing bowl. And they bring like stars in to actually like sing, and they brought wrestlers.
Really? That's amazing.
Like, Hogan was there, and Rick Flair showed up, and it's like a whole bunch of stars, a whole bunch of singers, and people eating wings, and whoever eats the most wings is the wing bowl champion.
Amazing. I need to go there because I would win. But yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you're ever in Philly during Wing Bowl, like you should definitely
I will definitely put it down on my list if I ever go.
Okay, that works. And you're a big video game fan too, right?
I am, yeah.
So what kind of video games are you playing currently?
Currently, I've been playing a lot of horror games with my brother and then his friends. There's this game called Lunch Lady. It's amazing. But
Nice.
I'm a Nintendo kid.
Okay,
Anything
okay.
Super Mario, Legend of Zelda, I love that. Yeah, I'm a Nintendo kid. Minecraft, all that stuff. Yeah, like recently just horror games. I'm a horror game guy.
Oh man, that's great. That's great. Like me, I love horror games and horror films. Like that's my
Yeah,
thing.
no, I
Like
love.
my show focuses like a lot on horror. So I always ask my guests when they're on, since you brought it up with horror, um, there's some horror films you really love to watch.
Hmm. That's I love horror movies. Yeah, no, I'm a big horror movie guy. I just saw the new Conjuring film. It was great.
Sweet, sweet, nice, nice.
Yeah.
And you're a big fan of Teen Wolf too, right?
Yeah, no, I love Teen Wolf. Teen Wolf has like, my favorite character in Teen Wolf is Styles Stileski, Dylan O'Brien. He's one of my favorite actors.
Yeah.
And I watched Teen Wolf when I was like, I think 15, 14, whenever I like watched it. And a lot of the stuff from that show have like come into my vocabulary and I use daily. And I don't even realize it. I was like rewatching Teen Wolf recently and I was like this one of the characters said something and I was like, wait, I say that. Is that where that comes from? And it was like really funny. But no, that's my favorite show. Yeah, I love that show.
Sweet, nice, nice. And what's currently on your playlist? Like what kind of music are you listening to now?
Ooh, playlist. I have it pulled up actually. I have I just switched to Spotify. But I have like a workout playlist. I have like a Christian playlist, whatever. But mainly just the same artist I said before. My friend Jack Newsom. I love him. He's amazing. I've been listening to a lot of Justin Bieber recently. I love his new album that came out. I love it. It's amazing. But yeah, no, my playlist pretty much like I'll do a little shuffle for you. So there's Owl City.
Nice.
There's Hot Shell Ray. It's been a really, really there's Justin Bieber. And there's One Direction. Like, it's just like, I love pretty much anything music. I don't really care, Justin Bieber. Oh, he's Justin Bieber. I don't care. Dude makes great music. I'm going to listen to it. Don't care if he's Justin Bieber or not. It doesn't matter. Like, come on.
Right.
I'm a huge One Direction fan. I love anything One Direction.
Nice. Do you have Twitch too, since you love playing video games?
I do have a Twitch, yeah, but I never like use it. I never stream it on it. But I think if I don't know, I think I might maybe one day.
Yeah, definitely. Mm-hmm. And you also sell like merch too. Like where can fans buy your merch at?
We're doing a whole revamp of the store right now, but it's going to be the same link. It's alexsampsonmusic.com/shop. We're doing a whole revamp now because we're going to be doing with a new company. We're going to have cheaper stuff. It's going to be really better, great quality. But yeah, alexsampsonmusic.com is where you can get all the information about me, and /shop is where you can get the stuff. There's a mask actually that came in today.
Oh, really?
Because I have a logo. It's on every single one of my artworks. It's
okay.
My AS right here. Hang on. That's what it is. It's kind of backwards.
Oh, wow, nice.
But
nice.
Yeah, no, I have masks and stuff. But yeah.
Oh man, that's awesome. I love that.
It's cool. Yeah, I like it. It's my initial, and then it's also my logo. So.
Yeah, definitely, man. Nice. And how do you stay in such great shape? Because like I see when you post your pictures and stuff. So like how do you stay like in great shape and you're toned and everything?
I think most of it is my like gifted fast metabolism that God has given me.
Okay.
Because I swear I'll eat and I'll get skinnier, but I work out. I've been starting to work out a lot more. But it's kind of always I've always kind of been skinny. I have a really good metabolism, so hopefully that doesn't come to bite me in the butt when I'm like 30. But yeah, no, it's I work out a lot more now, and I don't really watch what I eat. I really never have, because it really never was a problem for me. But maybe I will one day. But no, I work out occasionally. I work out regularly. So yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay. And the fans like when your music video comes out, the behind the scenes comes out this week, right?
Yeah, this Monday.
Okay. And where can fans find you at?
They can find me on all social medias at Alex Sampson, except Snapchat, which I'm getting Alex Sampson probably one day. My Snapchat is just a sample for, but I'm verified on there, so you can just search my name and I come up. But everything else is just Alex Sampson.
Sweet. And is there anything coming up that you want to put your plug beside your brand new single?
Yeah, and I'll go Stream Magnet, clearly. That's the obvious one. But I might be going to Nashville soon
Really?
to do some new songs and stuff. Yeah, I have going on a few trips planned. Going to be writing some new songs. There's a thing coming up where I'm going to be performing live at. I can't talk about it yet.
Yeah.
But I'm excited. A lot of new stuff is happening. I have so many new songs. So yeah.
Awesome,
That's pretty
man.
much it.
Awesome. But I want to thank you for coming on the show. It was so much fun to talk to you. And
yeah. I'm sorry I missed it the first 2 times.
it's no problem, man. It's no problem.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. We'll have fun. Have a good weekend, and
yeah, you too.
Enjoy your chicken wings if you eat any this weekend.
Thank you so much.
All right, buddy.
All right.
Bye.
See ya.